Well, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Davey's American Racing, coming to you live from the Oasis of Nevada, Fallon. I was going to say California, Fallon, Nevada. It's been a long week, even though it's Wednesday. But this is Fallon, Nevada. Actually, I'm coming to you live from the Grid Restaurant right here in Fallon. I want to thank Paul and Tiffany Picotti for allowing me to do our radio show here. Plus, I got two young guns from the world of racing here with me. Up and coming drivers. One of them, the last name you may know, one I've had on before, turned out pretty good. We had about 300 to 400 people tuned in that night when I had one of them here the first time, Corbin C. And I've operated them on there. They're back over there eating right now. So good. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I certainly had a good weekend. I DJ'd a wedding on Saturday night, which was really fun. Got a lot of people right there. A good friend of mine got married. So yeah, it was pretty good. Other than that, boat's still in the shop, waiting on work so I can get that thing back out. But again, coming to you live from the Grid. If you never eaten at the Grid, come on out here. It's great food. The servers, the bartenders, they're all great people out here. And like I said, the food is awesome too. So get a chance, come out. Still got another hour or so right here to do our show here on Davey's American Racing. Hey Zoe, how you doing? Zoe's on there all the way from Merced, California. I'm gonna make sure I get a shout out to her. Let's see. Why is not my mouse is not working too good? There we go. I think I gotta get another mouse pad. It's starting to wear out. Here we got it. Yeah, it works a little better. So I'll get rid of the mouse pad. Alan Chato, how you doing, buddy? Knowing you, buddy, you got an ice cold beer right in your hands there. Kick you back on your couch, tuning into Davey's American Racing. Alan's out of Pleasanton, California, I believe. So we got quite a few people tuned in from California. But again, if you get a chance, come out here to the Grid. We'll be here for about another hour to hour and a half, coming to you live. Great food. Come on out and eat. But it's been hot here in Fallon. So even if I had my bass boat, I don't know if I'd want to go fishing in this heat. Maybe early in the morning or cars later on in the evening when it starts to cool down a little bit. But again, it's been hot. So I'm not too worried about the boat being in the shop. I just want to get it back. Yeah, a lot of racing going up in California, Washington, and Idaho. I think it is. But we're not going to go into it. We've been covering a lot of the races from there. But again, we made a road trip up to Washington, up to Skagit Speedway with their sprint car racing up there. So we got some their main events from over the weekend. They had a 2-day program up there Friday and Saturday up there at Skagit Speedway with Peter Murphy, the new promoter up there. Did a great job. Rebuilt the place completely. You wouldn't even recognize us up there at Skagit. An old track, but it's a fast, good racing racetrack there. So we got the finishes from their main events over the weekend as well. Let me see what else is happening here in Fallon. Nothing else that much. Rattlesnake Raceway won't be racing until August, along with Top Gun Drag Strip. I announced that we won't be there until the 13th of August. And I'll get that covered up in a little bit. Hey, Steve Osborne, how you doing? You're probably going to recognize two guys right here that I'm going to be bringing on. Hang on for a second. Just one of you guys. Corbin, come here. Do you know that name right there? His son races too. Think about it. Steve, you know Corbin C. Let me know if you know him. He runs up there at Red Bluff and different racetracks too as well up there. And Logan Seavey is with me as well. A couple of young guns. We'll have them on a little bit. You guys finish your dinner? No, I can't whisper. I got these on. Oh, no. Charlie Seavey. That's right, Charlie. Thank you for reminding me. Logan's his brother.
I was kind of confused.
Okay, they were having dinner here at the Grid. So you guys full?
Yeah.
Did you finish your dinner?
I didn't finish.
Go finish because we got a few minutes still.
Okay.
Yeah, go finish your dinner.
I'm going to finish them.
No problem. Like I said, it's going to take about 20 minutes to go through all this. All right. Again, but you're going to get some of the background noise from all the customers that are here right now. So bear with us. A couple of announcements before we get going here, especially from Lovelock Speedway here in Lovelock, Nevada. They were scheduled to come up on Frontier Days next month. I'm going to put up, read what they put out. We are excited to make not a post. We are excited to make. However, due to issues beyond our control, we will not be having races on Frontier Days this year. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time to get everything in line in time we were planning to reopen the track in 2023 season and looking forward to seeing everybody next year. Well, they approached me a couple months ago when we announced the Frontier Days races, a 2-day race, and I told them I would love to be back there and do that race again. There's something in the back of my mind said I don't think they're going to have enough time to get that racing. So there's a lot to do when you're taking over a racetrack. People think you just walk in and start racing. Well, you can't just do that. But they're going to let us know about their season come up in 2023 as well. So also, big congratulations. Danny, I'll get to you in a second here. I got you on my cell phone and on here. Hang on there, Danny. Big congratulations to Salinas driver Bobby Hogue. This is hard to do. Bobby winning his 100th main event in the IMCA. So there's not too many people that can say they have that in their resume for winning 100 main events in the IMCA sanctioned racing. Now, as many years as Bobby has been racing, plus his dad and everybody else in that family, it looks like go back years and years and years. Bobby's resume in racing, along with NASCAR and different racetracks that he's been, is probably that thick, or maybe even thicker. So I couldn't imagine how many main event wins this guy's had throughout as many years as he has been in racing. But again, picking up his 100th career main event feature win on July the 9th at Antioch Speedway. So at least he did it close to home in California. So again, congratulations, Bobby Hogue, on your 100th win with the IMCA Modifieds. And that's about all I have right now, but we'll get into the main events at the racetrack over the weekend. So let's get on the road. We'll start way up north of here at Skagit Speedway up here in the state of Washington. This is their Friday night. Oh, wait, Danny's on here. Okay. Yeah, I've got that down, Danny. In fact, I got it on my other screen here so I can announce that when is running this week. And would love to get out to Lovelock. Nice to see you. Same, Danny. I hope you found an announcer last Saturday. I know you asked me to be up there at Summit Race, but I couldn't make it because of that wedding I had to do. But I hope you found somebody. Danny, I follow you guys because I watch the programs all the time when you're racing live from Summit, Winnemucca Regional Raceway, and Battle Mountain Raceway. So I watch them all. All right, yeah, we'll go back up to Skagit Speedway up in Washington. This is their Friday night. They had the 360 sprint cars with 24 cars in the main event. Colton Heath picked up the main event. Justin Sanders, a California boy, come in second. Trey Starks, also fast qualifier, finished third. Kobe Thornhill was fourth, and Tanner Holmes was fifth. And again, 24 started that main event. 36 cars qualified on Friday night. But again, they took 24 into the main event. Also, they had to win the sprints with only 9 of those. Jamie Barnes, main event winner, plus quick qualifier. Rob Lindsay was second. Third, Eric Turner. Fourth was James Bundy. Fifth was Chad Lindsay. They had their Hornets there. They had 17 Hornet cars as well. Adam Hilltop picking up the main event. Trent Gillespie was second. Colin Sims was third. John Gunderson was fourth. And Mike McPherson was fifth. Let's move over to their Saturday night program. Again, they started 360 sprints with 24 cars in the main event. Let's see. Troy Stark picked up the main event. He finished third on Friday, so good job. Moved all the way up to taking the main event. Tanner Holmes, second. Justin Sanders, third. He was second on Friday night. Kobe Thornhill was fourth, and he was fourth last night, or Friday night. And then fifth was Jason Jason Solwalt was there. That's awesome. Um, Chad Getz was a quick qualifier. They only had 32 cars qualify on Saturday, where they had 36 on Friday night. So some of them probably went to different racetracks to go racing. So that's still a good car count. All right, let's go to the wingless sprints with 8. James Barnes picked up the main event. Eric Turner was second. Alex no, Hentel was third. Rob Lindsay fourth, and James Bundy fifth. And again, Alex quick qualifier. And Hornets, they only had 15 on Saturday. Friday night, they had 17 cars, but Trent Gillespie picking up the main event. Adam Hilltop second, Megan White was third, Mike McPherson fourth, and John Gunderson was fifth. And again, Peter Murphy doing a great job up there at Skagit Raceway up there. And like I said, you would never recognize the place. The great job he's doing up there, kind of remodeling everything there, as well as he did in Hanford with the track there too at Colorado Speedway, and redid everything over there. And if you haven't been there for a while, you wouldn't recognize that place there. All right, let's make the trip out of Washington back into California. First stop will be Placerville Speedway. On Saturday, July the 23rd, they had the 360 sprints with 20 cars in the main event. Tony Gomes picking up the main event. Andy Forsberg was second. Chase Johnson was third. Ryan Robinson was fourth. And Caleb Hendry was fifth. In the B main, Ryan Burnett was first, and Shane Hopkins was second. It only took 2 from the B main. And in fact, they had 2 B mains. Caleb Hendry was first on the second B main, and Jimmy Torelli was second, B main number 2. Fast qualifier that night was Caleb Montgomery, and they had 43 sprint cars qualifying that night. You know, I say this every week, and I want to say it again. Probably going to get chewed out by this guy sometime. But put an article out. Now, sprint cars in California was a dying breed. 360s and the 410s were a dying breed. Not hard. I mean, every week, Petaluma, Placerville, Ocean Speedway, King Speed, wherever you go, they got 25 or more cars, 360s or 410s. I don't care what it is. And I was really upset when they put that article out about sprint cars dying in California, which they're not. Okay, enough said about that. Hey, Glenn Ford, how you doing? Keep on rocking. I try to, you know that. Steve Osborne. Dixon Speedway, Friday and Saturday. Okay, thank you. I'll get that back in a second here. Let's go to limited late models there at Placerville. They had 13. Dan Jinkerson picked up the main event. Anthony Stanley was second. Dan Brown Jr. was third. Tyler Lightfoot was fourth. And Jay Norton was fifth. Pierce Stock was 14 in the main event. Nick Baldwin picking up the main event. Kevin Jingerson was second. Jason Poppert was third. And Michael Murphy was fourth. And Russell Murphy was fifth. Oh, Kevin, busy guy, running late models and the Pure Stocks double duty that night. All right, dwarf cars. They had 20 dwarf cars in the main event. Ben White's picking up the main event. Corey Eaton was second. Brandon Trump was third. Mike Gurnett, sorry about that, was fourth. And Sean Whitney was fifth. All right. Let's go a little bit north, up in California, up there in Susanville, California. They had their fair races on Sunday night. They had 22 IMCA modifies with 5 heats. 5 heats, so there's a lot more there, but they put 22 cars in the main event. And Jeffrey Hudson picked up the main event. Ryan McDaniel was second. Chris Neiman was third. Riley Simmons was fourth. And Wade Canamera was fourth. Hang on. I got something I wanted to say about Susanville. Wait a minute, I can go on Facebook real quick. There it is. Okay. Right here. And get that in right after that. All right, IMCA Sport Mods, they had 8 cars. Cole Lukowitz picking up the main event. For his dad was part of that main event. I believe it might be his first or second main event win. I'm not sure. So we'll just say he won that night. All right, Brian Cimarral was second. Colton Chu was third. Ray Ballard was fourth. And Ray Terranova was fifth. Dwarf cars. Sad. Two cars showed up for the dwarf cars. Of course, it's Sunday night. A lot of those guys been racing all weekend. So, but the Danger drove Frock pick up the main event, and Jeff Foster was second. So, the reason I say Danger drove Frock because he'll pick up the main event no matter where he races at. He's a good buddy, so I can say that. All right, mini stocks with the 11th. Nick Browsher and Browsher Racing was the main event winner. Tom Davis was second. Matt Canada was third. Anthony Hovland was fourth. And Larry Foster was fifth. Street stocks with 18 of them that night. Jacob Diaz picking up the main event. Jacob, are you on here? I got to check out the board. He's usually on here. So let's see. He's not on here, so he's not on here. It was up. Or his name. I think that's his second or third main event already up there in Diamond Mountain Speedway in Susanville, California. But good job in the street stock kick. Carl Barlow was second. Royce gets third. Aaron Forlorn was fourth, and Jesse Yankee fifth. IMC stock cars. They had 15 of those cars there, so they're building this class up here, especially in California. Riley Simmons picking up the main event. Jeff O'Sheffka, the track promoter, there was second. Greg Neiman was third. Terry Kenmore was fourth. And Richard Longacre was fifth. All right, before we close out Diamond Mountain Speedway, I'd like to say congratulations to the 2022 champions there at Diamond Mountain Speedway in the IMCA Modified. Riley Simmons picking up the championship. IMCA Stock Car, Terry Kenmore, champion. IMCA Sport Mods, Colton True. Street Stocks, Royce Getz out of Nevada. Good job there, buddy. And then the mini stock, Nick Browcher. So congratulations to the 5 champions there this year at Diamond Mountain Speedway there in Susanville, California. I missed that trip out there. All right, let's go down south a little ways, about 4 or 5 hours, maybe a little bit more. Petaluma Speedway. They started out their night with 600 micro sprints. CCs, not 600, but 600 CC micros. They had 13 of them. Greg Nelson picking up the main event. Jeff Beck second. Caleb Denham was third. Tony Super was fourth. And Shiloh Moreland was fifth. IMCA modifies only 11 cars there. Longtime friend Michael Paul Jr. picking up the main event. Horsty Ganella was third. Another racing name for many years. And my good buddy Jim Pettit the second was third. In fact, I got something coming up here I'm going to read later on about Jim. Garrett Vandy was fourth, and Brian Case was fifth. When the sprints, they had 15 of them. Bradley Terrell, main event winner. Nick Rob Forge was second, plus he was fast qualified. They had 17 cars qualified that night. Sean Jones was third, and Rick Holtzclaw was fourth, and Adam Christian fifth. Big night for them there as well. Petaluma USAC VCR midgets, always a fun show to watch when the USAC and VCR midgets get together. Michael Fasanto picking up the main event. That had been a good race to watch. Daniel Whiteley was second. Dave Schultz was third. AJ Bender fourth. And Brody Fusion was fifth. Way to go, Brody. Keeping it up there. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the top qualifier. I'm sorry. That's top qualifier. Michael said top qualifier. Then Dave, or Daniel, Dave, AJ, and Brody top qualifiers. Main event with 14. Brody Fusion picking up the main event. Blake Bauer was second. Data unavailable on the third and fourth. Same. And just tell me, I don't know if the transponders were working or not. But Michael Facento was fifth up there at Petaluma Speedway in Petaluma, California. All right, let's go to Antioch. Not too far from Petaluma. Almost down the street. All right, let's start out with your IMCA modifieds. They had 11 cars that night. Troy Folger picking up the main event. Buddy Kness was second. Aaron Corwell was third. Nick DiCarlo was fourth. And Calvin Chadwick was fifth. All right, they had 20 Northern Sport Mods there. And Jacob Mellett Jr., main event winner. Good buddy here, Fred Ryland second. Kenny Schrader was there. Yes, Kenny Schrader racing that Antioch Speedway there in Antioch, California on Saturday night. Now, different Kenny Schrader. Tyler Rogers was fourth, and Andrew Pierce was fifth. Hobby stock, they had 21 cars there. Aiden Panaccio was a main event winner, and Kevin Brown second. Jared Bolt was third. Lori Brown was fourth, and Colton Henning was fifth. Wingless sprints, they had 9 wingless sprint cars there. Shannon Newt, main event. Brendan Moles, second. Dylan Newberry was third. Mackenzie Newton fourth, and James East was fifth. And let's move on to the mini soccer. We had 7 there. Tom Brown, main event. Dana Gardner, second. Ricky Mendoza, third. John Abbott's was fourth, and David Carson was fifth. Antioch Speedway. All right, let's move on down the road. About another 3 or 4 hours down. Well, this is on the West Coast here. Ocean Speedway here in Watsonville, California. They had their Ocean Sprints cars there, presented by Taco Bravo with 15. Their car count went down a little bit on there. It's 15 cars, still a good main event. Of course, at San Jose, Bud Kading picking up the main event, and Joey O'Connor was second. Andy Forsberg making the trip all the way over there was third, as well as Ricky Sanders was fourth, and Kurt Nelson fifth. How you doing there? Kurt Nelson, say hi to your dad. Got your tune. And Dash win went to Andy Forsberg, and they had 15 cars qualifying. Joey O'Connor was a quick qualifier that night. Okay, IMCA Sport Mods with 19 of them. Warren Messina, main event winner. Jonathan Hagel was second. Jacob Mellon Jr. third. Tyler Rogers was fourth. And Chuck Golden was fifth. 4 bangers. They had 12 of them. Kenny Straglianos was the main event winner. Tony Gullo was second. Nicole Beardsley was third. TJ Santos was fourth. And Dylan Perez was fifth. Police and Pursuit. All right, I finally found out what this division is. Police and Pursuit after the whole season's gone. I should have asked that question in the beginning here, but a bunch of guys got together. There was probably 7 or more of these, but there were 7 cars that night, Police and Pursuit. Old police cars. They got the stars on, black and white. The lights are on top, so that's what it is. Police and Pursuit cars. But Roy Lear picking up the main event. Jackie Young was third or second. Jeff Nick was third. Pat Sullivan fourth, and A.J. Waltrip was fifth. South Bay Warp Cars had 13 of them there on Saturday. Danny Wagner picking up the main event. Nick Velasquez second. Terry Toffweller was third. Fred Dickey was fourth, and Eric Wessler. All right, let's go way down south now. We're even going to bypass Bakersfield Speedway. They didn't run over the weekend. Let's go to Verona Speedway Park. They had a 2-day race there, Friday and Saturday. Friday night, IMC Newton Sport Mods. Jason Eltridge picking up the main event. Kyle Bethel was second. Scott Roncoeur was third. Gary Rodriguez was fourth. And Haley Little was fifth. Now, some of these names you don't recognize. These guys are coming from Arizona and some other states out of California right here at Verona Speedway. Of course, I'm pretty sure in Arizona, all the tracks are done for the year because of the heat. So they're coming into California. Close one to you there is Verona Speedway, where a lot of them used to go there to Verona, Nevada, to race there. But now they're making their way over to Verona Speedway. Let's see. Hey, Sheila Duke, how are you? Good to see you on here. All right, IMCA modified with 18 cars. Austin Keeper picking up the main event. Colin Smith was second. Matthew Higgs was third. Troy Morris the third was fourth. And Dalton Houghton, there we go, Houghton was fifth. IMCA stock car and street cars combined, they had 9 of theirs. Brian Fitzbuns picking up the main event. Sunday Trent was second. Miranda Scott was third. Keith Altig was fourth, and Cameron Price was fifth. IMCA Hobby Stocks with 8. Joe Peterson picking up the main event. Cody Daffrin was second. Scott Tenney was third. Scott moving out of Nevada, going over there. And into Arizona, but came to California to go racing. Sean Rico was fourth, and David Hunt fifth. IMCA Sport Compacts with 17 of those cars there. Macy Contents, main event winner. Ken McWilliams was second. Miley Joanne was third. Fourth, Kevin Ryder, our own Kevin Ryder, now stationed down there in San Diego, California. Andrew Axmitz was fifth. Pro Stock was 16 of those Pro Stock, or Pure Stocks, Pure Stocks. Curtis Ryder picking up the main event. Jason Aldridge, second. Joshua Whipperman was third. Rusty Sound fourth. And Rick Krieger was fifth. All right, let's go over to Saturday night's program there at Corona Speedway with the IMCA Million Sport Mods. So they had 17 on Saturday night. Friday night only had 6, so they picked up quite a few cars on Saturday night. Plus, it was hard for a lot of drivers, especially coming out of state, going into another state to go to a race. David Kellel. There we go. Picking up, and then Jason Aldridge second. Right. I'm going to spell this. Czumaj. And was third, and Chris Evans fourth, and Jake Triska was fifth. Okay, IMCA Modifieds, they picked up 2 cars from Friday night. So they started with 20 cars. Matthew Hicks picking up the main event. Troy Morris, the third, was second. Well, he finished fourth on Friday, so he was there. Michael Thing was third, and William Miller fourth, and Dalton Holton was fifth. IMCA stock, same cars, number of cars, 9 started in the main event. Brian Fitzbuns picking up the main event, who did Friday night as well. Nathan Egan was second, Sonny Biggin was third, Keith Alteg fourth, and Cameron Price fifth. IMCA hobby stock at 9. Thomas Diffrin main event. Zach Tate second. Joe Peterson was third, Cody Diffrin was fourth, and Scott Jenny was fifth. IMC Sport Compacts, they had 18. Our good buddy Kevin picking up the main event. He finished fourth on Friday night, but I saw the video of it. That was a good race Kevin had there on Saturday night. Chris Nimi was second. Hudson Moore was third. Marcy McNone fourth, and Kevin McNone was fifth. Pure Stocks, they had 16 Pure Stocks, same on Friday night. So this time, Rick Chavez picking up the main event. Joe Malone was second. Gerhardt was third, and Brenda Justina was fourth, and Nicole Carlton was fifth. And again, that's from Verona, California. All right, let's go to the asphalt in California. Well, a lot of people are starting to come in here at the grid restaurant. Good to have them here. They're all eating, drinking, having fun. All right, let's go to the All-American Speedway there in Roseville, California. And on the asphalt, they had 10 modifieds there. Brandon White picking up the pavement. Tyler Wentworth was second. Josh Blocker was third. Rick Anderson was fourth. And fifth was Cody Rickard. There we go. F4s. There's going to be a familiar name on this sheet. Jonesboro was main event winner. Ray Molina, everybody there was second. Vic Seabridge was third. Nation Lever was fourth, and Rich Dennis was fifth. Rich out of Reno. Junior late models, they only had 5 junior late models there. Lane Anderson was main event winner. Vito Kinsella was second. Terry Daniels was third. Colton Nielsen was fourth, and Bella Thompson fifth. All right, let's go to the big feature. Main event, the Breco Redwood late model feature. They ran 2 twins. So I'll give you the first portion before they took the 10, 15-minute break. On the first break, taking that first yellow was Kenna Mitchell on lap 35 where they stopped the race and will continue after a while. Like I said, they take about a 10 or 15-minute break. Aiden Daniels was second, Lane Anderson third, Eric Price Jr. was fourth, Kylie Daniels was fifth, and Dylan Zampa sixth, and Chris Pierce was seventh. All right, let's go to the feature when they started back up the last part of the main event. So picking up the main event that night will be Dylan Zampa picking up the main event, big night there. Kylie Daniels was second, Lane Anderson was third, Kenna Mitchell was fourth, and Aiden Daniels fifth. Mini Cup and Bandoleros. They only had three there. Lucas Burton, and Dayton Royals was second, and Cass Page was third. That's a racing name right there, Cass Page. All right, Ribis Auto Parts Superstocks, with only had eight there. Josh Sheffield picking up the main event. Phil Wilkins was second, Tim Walters was third, Terry Thomas fourth, and Larry Thornhill was fifth. And those were all American Raceway. All right, let's come back to Nevada. Up there in Elko, Nevada, at Summit Raceway. They had a Friday and a Saturday night program. With the sprint cars, they only had three sprint cars, unfortunately, but let's put Dr. Wade Taylor picking up the main event. Ori Stevens was second. Now, this is the Friday night show. Bob Macy was third. All right, let's move over to the Sport Compact with five cars. Danny Damon picking up the main event. Courtney Jones was second. Jake Lester was third. John Sullivan was fourth. Fifth was Kyle Stanfield. Mini Boss with four. Tom McGuire main event. Jim Durant was second. Richard Foote was third. And Alicia Durant was fourth. Both of them with a DNF. Did not finish the main event. Dwarf cars with 10. Jose Rivera picking up the main event. William Feeney was second. Robert Duncan third. Alicia DeMore was fourth. And Courtney Duncan was fifth. Come on, Courtney. Got to get you a main event win there. All right, let's go with the IMCA modifiers. They only had seven there, but this guy's been a stranger. Just racing local home there. Up Andy Strait picking up the main event. Alex Child was second. Dwight East was third. David Carrera was fourth. And check this name out. Finishing fifth in the Evenson in an IMCA modified. Pretty good there, girl. Finishing fifth out of seven, and I think that's only her first or second race in that modified. So she may have been one before, but as far as I know, it's her second time. All right, Hoppy Stocks with 14. Braden Stepper, main event. Brian Thorpe was second. Yancey, shoot. There you go. Yancey Shoop was third. Dustin Greenwood was fourth. And fifth was Dustin Gills. All right, let's go to the Saturday night program with, again, they did pick up one more sprint car fourth in the main event. Ori Stevens picked up the main event. Wade Taylor second. Bob Macy was third. And Kevin Turner was fourth. Port Contacts, they picked up one more car for that night. Courtney Jones picking up the main event. She finished second on Friday. Danny Damon was second. Jose Kennedy third. And Kyle Stanfield was fourth. John Sullivan was fifth. And Jake Lester was sixth. Many mods. They had four of them there in this Saturday night program. Jim Durant picked up the main event. Tom McGuire, Alicia Durant, Richard Foote with the DNF in that fourth spot. They lost the car on Saturday night with the dwarf cars. They only had 9 cars. Matthew D. Moore, main event. Shea Harrell was second. William Feeney was third. Jose Rivera fourth. And Robert Duncan was fourth. IMCA modifieds. Same amount of cars from Friday night. Same main event winner. Andy Strait. In fact, the same guy finished second. Alex Child. Dwight East was third. He finished third on Friday night event. Except Cody Comer coming in fourth. And Elisa Evenson was sixth. And David Carrera in seventh with a DNF. All right, that does it for over the weekend here in Nevada. Of course, a lot of you know the racetracks here in northern Nevada have elected to run once a month. So each track taking a whole month off in between races there. Okay. That should cover. Real quick. Let's get into NASCAR real quick because I want to cover something there real quick. Chase Elliott, they're at Pocono following, picking up that main event. Kind of lucked out. I don't want to say luck, but wherever you're at, he was in third place. Your first and second place finishers, ones that took the checker flag originally, were disqualified. Something about the front ends not being right. So Chase Elliott picking up the main event. Of course, you can go to NASCAR.com and read the whole story about it. So Chase Elliott, your main event winner. Okay. And then Tyler Redrick was second. Daniel Sawyer was third. Christopher Bell was fourth. And Kyle Larson was fifth. Again, all the tracks I did, you can go on their website and pick up the complete main event wins I just do the top 5 or sometimes top 10 just to make things go a little bit quicker. So the top 5 there for NASCAR. And let's go to their schedule. They should be running this weekend. Again, it's getting closer and closer to their playoff races. Let's go to July. So it'll be July the 31st. It'll be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the road course there. It'll be the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard again. That's Sunday, July the 31st, and that'll wipe up the month for July for NASCAR. All right, let's go to the World of Outlaws. They kind of took a weekend off, or a week off, it looks like, on their schedule. But this is a result from Port Royal Speedway. It was an awesome energy drink feature, World of Outlaws. Kyle Larson, you guys' buddy. I know you know Kyle. Picking up the main event. Danny Dietrich was second. Effie Marcy was third. Brett Marks was fourth. Fifth was Sheldon Hottenchild. So those are top 4 there. All right, let's go over to Top Gun Speedway real quick. Again, if you ever come out to Top Gun for a 3-day show sometimes or just a 1-day show, make sure you stop at the Comfort Inn and Suites if you want to spend the night there and just mention Top Gun Drag Strip. They're going to give you a big discount of about $89, so that's well over $100 to stay the night there. Nice place as well. Top Gun race weekends again, $89 right at the Comfort Inn and Suites. Then again, if you're tired of going straight, try the turns. Rattlesnake Raceway. I got a little bit coming up for their next race as well. Okay, let's go. Top Gun, we got one more Saturday night in the month of August. It was scheduled for the 23rd. It would be a $5 Saturday night run race, but we rescheduled it for August the 13th. So make sure you mark your calendars for that. Again, Saturday, August the 13th, for our next $5 Saturday grud race. And if you don't know what our grud race is, for $5, spectators can get in for $5. But if you make it an extra $15, you can drag race all night long. You can bring your car, bring your truck out, bring a motorcycle. You'll get time slips, everything. Make as many runs as possible as you can, and get every run. You will get a time run. Okay, Kevin Ryder is out here. Hey, Kevin, hope you didn't miss your name, but congratulations on that main event win. Yes, I am, Kevin. I'm at the grid. How did you know? Oh, you can probably see the background, too, for one thing. And we're coming live with 2 young guns here. We'll get into them in a few minutes. Who else? Oh, hey, Scott Irwin. How you doing, buddy? Coming late to the party you talked about. You know what? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's over in the pond. Got the main event with the BCRA and everybody else that they had there over the weekend. I love it when BCRA and yeah, your little buddy's pointing to your name over here. USAC, here we go. We went blind here for a while. I'm sorry to act like our president, forgetting things. It's not written out yet. But yeah, I love it when those two groups get there. I love credit card racing. And this guy next to me, or I said this guy, wants to be. Well, I'll let him say what he wants to do later on when I introduce him. All right, VCR USAC was last weekend. This weekend is SCCT. Oh, we'll cover that. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we'll get that next week there, Scott. I hope the weather is pretty good over there. I know it's nice and calm, or cooler over there than it is over here. We're in the hundreds over here, so too hot you can go fishing.
Yeah.
Well, that should do it. Oh wait, no. Let's go out to Winnemucca Regional Raceway here in Nevada. They are racing this weekend. It'll be a Friday and Saturday show. Racing starts at 7 p.m. Oh, no, Saturday and Sunday. I'm sorry, Saturday and Sunday racing. Saturday night will start at 7 p.m. and they'll go to a Sunday starting at 11 a.m. in the morning there at. Am I on the right dates? Oh, okay. I see what it is. I'm sorry. Okay, it's a 2-day show at 2 different tracks. The Northern Nevada Shootout, July the 29th and 30th. On the 30th, it'll be at Battle Mountain Raceway. Sorry about that. So check out both your web pages and see what's happening. And then their last month will be August the 26th and the 27th. Racing starts at 7 p.m. So it'll be a Friday and Saturday show down there. And again, their last race will be in September 30th and October 1st. The next day starting both days at 7 p.m. So that tells me both racing are at 7 p.m. So Friday and Saturday racing there at the Regional Raceway. And one more right here on home track here in Fallon, Nevada. Rattlesnake Raceway. Their next race will be August the 20th and the 21st, Saturday and Sunday. They're also going to have the tough trucks there. I'm pretty sure maybe on both days there for the tough trucks. And again, they'll be back in September the 9th and 10th, Friday and Saturday show. They'll do the Dennis Johnson Memorial Race on Saturday only. And a driver meet and greet Saturday only as well. Then their last race, of course, the big dirt track championship there, October 8th and the 9th, Saturday and Sunday. So go make sure you go to their web pages, all the tracks to find out more information. Danny, Maud, mods are canceled for this weekend, Danny? Mods or sport mods? Let me know so I could give them, make sure this racing Winnemucca. Oh, okay, I see what it is. So it's 2 days they're in Winnemucca, not up there in Battle Mountain. So it's 2 days in Winnemucca Regional Raceway, Friday or Saturday and Sunday. They didn't change it on their schedule down there, so that's what's happening right now. All right. Got two young guns here. I've had Corbin on before, right? Is your mic on? Let's make sure the mic is on. Yours is on because I can hear you too. There you go.
Yep.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Colby C. Bill Kurtz in Redwood, California. I'm a cycling speaker.
Hello, my name is Charlie Seavey. I'm from Yuba City, California, and I race mostly Red Bluff Outlaws and Cycleland Speedway.
These guys are two up and coming young gun drivers. They both have quite a few big races they have won, championship as well. Of course, one of the last names you probably recognize, the racing family. Well, how about we start with you first? You're from Yuba City, California, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. I haven't been there in years. Yuba City, Marysville. I haven't been up there. No, I take it back. I was there about 2 years ago, up to Marysville Raceway. How long have you been racing?
Probably like 6 years.
My mic's not on.
Testing. Danny, this mic. Wait a minute. Danny, this mic is not working. Let me know again. Because if it isn't, we'll square you guys around so we can both.
Oh, you
talk
said
over
first kid.
Well, that ain't gonna work too good, is it? Okay, I can actually move this around so we can get you on there. Okay, go ahead.
Hello? Hello? Does it work? Does it work, Danny?
Oh, no, it's not working. It was working a few minutes ago. No, but I'll get you on the microphone. We'll switch it back and forth there. It was recorded earlier, so testing 1, 2. Nope, it shut off somehow. But that's okay. We'll get you in there. We'll get you in there, buddy. All right, go ahead and tell everybody. And again, how many years you were racing? How many years?
6 or 7.
6 or 7 years old. How old were you when you started?
I think I was 6.
6 years old. How did you get into racing? Besides the family starting in racing.
Well, I really like. I had my car. I think whenever I was like 4,
Uh-huh.
and then
I'm gonna scoot you up. There you go.
and then I kind of just like. I just didn't like it because it was loud. And then I was watching this race one day, and I turned to my dad and I said, Dad, I want to get back. I want to get in a car again. And he said, and I said it multiple times, and then he was finally like, okay. So we got a car, and then I pretty much got back into racing that way.
What was the first car? What's the first car you had? A go-kart?
Yeah.
Remember what size it was?
It was
Probably
a
a box stock.
beginner box.
Beginner box, yeah.
Yeah, beginner box. Okay.
How'd you do that first race?
I think I won my B main.
Well, that's pretty good for the first time in the car.
Yeah.
Of course, you got a lot of support
Yeah.
helping you as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Who's your big brother?
Logan CV and Tyler CV.
Both of those guys running with BCR, not BCR, but USAC midgets?
No, Tyler doesn't, but Logan does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they help you a lot?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool. You pay attention to them when they tell you something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
All right. What's your biggest win you have so far?
Kyle Larson's showcase, I think. No, I think it's West Coast Nationals. Yeah.
And it's down on your list down here. You did win the Kyle Larson showcase as well.
Yes.
Is that the first time you met Kyle?
No.
No.
I met him like 3 times before
Oh,
that.
pretty cool guy, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
And he's quiet,
Yeah, a little bit quiet.
just like this guy is.
Yeah. Like Corbin.
All right, you got main event wins at Cycleland and Orville, California, and Red Wolf, California. Tell us about those.
So cycling, most of my wins there are usually last lap passes. I don't know why, but yeah, pretty much that.
All right, what's your plan for racing? To get back into it? I know you've taken a little bit of time off due to family reasons.
My goal to get back in racing is probably to get in a micro or outlaw kart, but that's what we're working on right now. Yeah.
That's a big step, getting those micros.
Yeah.
Those are a little bit faster than what you're used to.
Yeah.
All right, Corbin, let's get to you for a little bit. You have a couple big races that you've won. Hang on here. Let me get this microphone over here. Tell us about some of those big wins you've got.
Well, my first one was in like my second year in box stock. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. Then
And what race was that one?
it was a I forgot the name, but
You got quite a few main
That
event
was my
wins.
first win in Red Bluff.
Yeah.
And I had a win up in Rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Two wins.
Compare those two tracks. How do you like? Which one's better?
Red Bluff.
Red Bluff. You like Red Bluff? Well, you guys run up there a lot anyhow, don't you? No, it's the other track you run a lot at, don't you?
Yeah.
I forgot which one. But you had a good night at Hanford there. Was it last year when you went to Hanford, California?
Yes.
You had a good night
I won
there?
that. I won that track. I qualified first in qualifying, then finished first in the heat race and won it.
Oh,
Just
that's awesome.
dominated the whole race.
Now, I saw you got a main event. We covered this last time you were on last year.
Yeah.
You picked up a $500 paycheck.
Yeah.
What race was that?
That was my championship year when I won the championships. 4 out of 12 races. Most of the drivers only got 1, and a couple got 3.
And that was your first year in that new car, the 250?
No, second.
Second year?
No,
Okay.
no. That was the box stock.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. It was the box stock.
Yeah,
that
it
you
was
picked up.
the last year I was in box stock. Then I moved up. Then I did not have a good year. Then doing good in cycling right now. Doing pretty good.
Now, I see,
last
20
weekend.
and 22, you got Rookie of the Year.
Yep. But it was a little bit controversy against my rookie of the year because somebody else did a lot better than me in that rookie of the year because he did a lot better in point standings, but there was a thing you have to give in a paper. You have to turn in your paper for like the rookie of the
Yeah,
year. So
yeah.
I got it.
And then you also finished out the Red Bluff Championship there last year, or the year after before that.
Yeah,
Well, one of those years you got the championship, which is pretty good for your resume.
it was the 2020 to no 2020 to 21. That was the year before. Then it was the 2021 to the 22.
So how long have you two been best buds?
About like
How long have you two
7.
been friends?
I think since we were like 6,
Yeah, like
And how old are you guys now?
11.
Well, you guys almost old men there. So somebody tells me you guys help each other during the race nights as well.
Yeah.
That's cool. And a little knuckles afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. All right, Charlie, let's get back to you real quick. If you were 20 years old now, what would you like to be racing in?
Probably a midget or a sprint car.
Well, you can do both, you know.
Yeah, I'll probably do both.
Got a lot of money. 'Cause that's what it's going to take. There's somebody out here might sponsor you.
Huh?
There's somebody on here maybe sponsoring you.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding. Tatiana, how you doing, sweetie? It's good to see you on here on Davey's American Racing. Miss you. We need to get together and just talk about old things there. So why midgets and sprint cars? Do you have anything thoughts about NASCAR or anything?
I'm not very into asphalt myself. Kind of more into dirt a little bit. But yeah, I've thought about it a little bit. Probably if I'm gonna get into anything, it's probably gonna be a truck. Yeah.
I figured we could get in the truck series. What about you, Corbin? If you were 20 years old today, what would you like to be racing right now?
NASCAR or F1.
F1s? Holy mackerel. Man, you better have about $20 million just to even sign up on the team. Well, that'd be pretty good.
I might like go over to street for a couple of years. Then I want to see if I can get into F1. Then I'll head back to dirt.
F1, you mean the Formula Ones, right?
Yeah, Formula One cars or IndyCar.
Or an IndyCar?
Yeah.
I think you better start out with IndyCars, then jump into F1s.
No,
Now,
they.
what do you
no,
want to
no,
go
no,
big
no.
time then?
No. IndyCars are a lot more dangerous because they have like the Indy 500. That's a lot dangerous than F1 cars. But because they go like 230 down that whole track, so they have to be very easy on the throttle and the steering because you can just like flip at any moment.
Yeah, they hit those
Because-
straightaways about 230 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Those F1s, I hit that speed too as well, you know.
Yeah, but they can hit over like 230.
Yeah,
Like the
someplace
same
around
thing.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It's been great. Okay. So what have you guys been doing here for the summer? I know you're here visiting, Corbin.
Yeah, we've done a little bit of stuff. We've done some kneeboarding. We went up to Virginia City and seen some pretty cool stuff, like about the older days. And at the lake, we did some kneeboarding there, and then we also did tubing. We did a little bit of swimming there too, and
Don't forget my favorite sport, some fishing too.
yeah, I love fishing.
And so do I. I wish my bass boat was out of the shop. We can go fishing out here,
Yeah.
but it's in the shop. Again, you two guys been buddies for a long, long time.
Yeah.
What was it like when you first met each other?
My car's faster.
So
was
well,
my
my
car.
car's faster than your car.
Yeah.
So who said what right after that?
I'm pretty sure I think whenever we met through our buddies named the Carlsons, and I go up to Corbin and I'm like, hey man, you see me pass you? He's like, yeah, but my car's still faster than your car. And then I'm like, no, it's not. I passed you. And then we pretty much hung out all day after that, and then the next race, and then the next race. Yeah, and it kind of just went on.
So right after that, you guys got pretty close as buddies, then. Huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to have good close friends. You guys help each other a lot during the races, and even before or even after the races. You guys are there. And you don't have to. Hey, you got in my way. We're supposed to do that. Well, that's good. I know you lost your grandfather. He was a big part of your racing there for many years.
Yeah.
And I hope and we pray to see you back there in another race car.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that way you can start racing with your brother
Yeah,
or both of them.
that'd be fun.
Put you in a midget.
If I got into a midget the same time as my brother would, I think I would beat him.
Well, I hope he's turning in and he can listen to that too.
Yeah.
But he can catch it later on afterwards and tune in on it. And you'll see. He'll probably give you a phone call.
He probably will.
Oh, we'll wait for Corbin to get back here and do some signing off and final goodbyes here. Whoops. Let me get out of back here. Okay, you feel better? Of course, you know where he went. I won't say where he went, but that's where he went. All right, let's see who else is on here. Okay. My pointer, now my pointer's not working. There we go. Oh, okay.
Ooh, ow.
All right. Okay, we covered everybody who was on here. Quite a few people come in. Plus, I'll find out when I go to my homepage here how many people did turn out. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week. And I know it's going to be a little short one, only not quite an hour this weekend, but I can't get too loud or anything like that. Again, I'm coming to you live from the grid here in Fallon, Nevada. Great place to have dinner. Everybody that works here, they're all friendly. Corbin's going, yes, they are. If you don't want to have dinner, lunch or dinner, just come in and have some drinks. They got pool tables here, a dart table. And again, they do have outdoor seating. Yeah, go ahead.
And plus, when he first came over here, he wanted to eat grid or out like near all the places like go to Christmas tree hunting out here. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Because you want to come here and eat. That's where you want to eat is here.
yeah.
All right, any final words you want to say to anybody? Still looking for sponsors? You better say yes.
Yes.
Yes, you better. His mom's over there cracking up when I asked the question. She's over there laughing because I said, you better say yes on that one right there, buddy. Okay. How can they get a hold of you if they are coming out and want to sponsor you in a couple of your races? Gas money, because you race in California mainly. So the gas money is most important right now for sponsorship, right?
Yes.
Go. Yes. All right. If you can't get a hold of them, get a hold of me on Facebook, email me, or give me a call. And if you want to help him out, sponsorship, because they do go up to Red Bluff all the time. And what's the other track you go to all the time?
What?
What's the other track you go to all the time racing?
Um,
Besides Red Bluff?
we used to go up to Montana, but that place closed down.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But it was a good track. It was like a Daytona. It was like a Daytona type track.
Oh, okay, cool. But again, if you want to help sponsor this kid, especially your gas, because like I said, he goes to California, races all the time there. Get a hold of me on Facebook, call me, email me, help him out, get him to California, and get some more championships underneath his belt and some more main event wins. We'll do the same for you once you get back into racing.
Yep.
We'll get you some more sponsors,
Hopefully.
especially there in Marysville, California. Or what's the town next to it again? Where are you from?
Yuba City.
Yuba City, that's right. The motocross track still there in the river?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I see it crossing the bridge every single day.
Oh, it made it bigger?
Yeah, the bridge.
Yeah, because I haven't been there to that motocross track in about 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years the last time in Yuba City. But again, Marysville, I was there a couple of years at the Marysville Raceway, so that's good. Well, you too. I want to thank you all for coming on. Any last words from you?
No, sir.
Nothing? I want to say thank everybody for tuning in.
Oh, yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thank you guys for joining into this podcast.
Okay, one last question. You got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend? No, he didn't make his eyes like he normally does. Make your eyes like you normally do. No. There you go. All right, you two. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Mom and Dad over there having dinner as well. What'd you guys have for dinner?
I had spicy chicken strips and needed too.
Spicy chicken. I can smell it. No, just kidding. All right, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week here on Davey's American Racing and coming to you live from the grid here in Fallon, Nevada. So I want to thank Paul and Tiffany for allowing us to do that here. It's the second time we've been here. Next year, I plan to do a little bit more traveling. Of course, I'll be picking up some sponsors next year on the racetrack. So I'll probably go into a lot of different areas here in Fallon, maybe in wherever that wants to have a sponsorship come in. So I'll just help them out and go live at their restaurant or store or whatever. Uh, so next year, we're going to be doing a lot different things as well to build up the program here on Davey's American Racing. Again, this is actually my second year, so still working things out because it's kind of tough doing it by yourself. Last time I was on radio was with Fox Sports Radio. Plus, we had people in the background working for us, doing all the paperwork, everything else. Stuff like all I had to do was read it, and it's hard doing it by yourself. So when I went out, bought my own board, expensive stuff like that, microphones, everything else. And again, I love this board because I could do stuff like or whatever on here to make it more exciting. And but I also picked up music. All I got to do is take the names or the voices off the music. That way, it will not get caught for infringement on the music. So, but yeah, a lot of big changes again for next year. Again, we'll be back next Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on Davey's American Racing. So again, if you're going racing this weekend, make sure you check your schedules out on their website, whatever track you're going to go to, your home track, or if you can do some traveling. One thing here in Fallon, we're all kind of happy about. Probably hope it gets down lower too. Some of our gas stations are under $5. They're $4.99 now, so it's coming down. And I bet that the old man we got as our president, I'll say, he'll take advantage of that. Say, I did that. I brought the prices down, which he didn't do. You know. But that's it. But a good thing, prices are coming down here in Nevada. We hit $4.99 here today. Was the lowest I've seen in a long time. Of course, California, I feel sorry for you guys. Some of you guys are up to $7, $8 per gallon still, especially in Southern California, out in the desert area down there. But hopefully it'll get down as well. All right, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And as always, God bless and take care.